Hello there boys and girls, my name is PowerCheez and this is Let's Play 2020. In today's episode we're gonna plan out our custom village where we will be trading with villagers. If there's time, we'll also look into expanding our melon and pumpkin farm. So, as I said, I plan to start planning out this custom village. At first I had plans to just flatten this area completely, but then I figured let's try to work with the area. Some terraforming will have to be done, but I can maybe keep that to a minimal and just work with. So this custom village is gonna hold houses for each of the trades that we have. I think that in the middle of the village there's gonna be a square, obviously, town square. This will have to go. And on either side of the town square I'm gonna have a church on one side and a library on the other, because obviously since we need a lot of enchanting books of different kinds, we're gonna need a lot of different librarians. And so a library of quite a big magnitude would be good. And then I think on one side will be the food related trades, like the farmers and the whatever, the butchers, the fishermen, and all of those. They will be on one side. And on the other side, I think over here, we'll have all the smithing kind of trades, like the armorer or the weaponsmith, the toolsmith, the fletcher, all of those. But the very first villagers that I need to get in is 2 farmer villagers, because 2 farmers will later on be able to sustain an increased population. But first of all, we're gonna have to clear this out, so I'll get working on that and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I have deforested quite a substantial area. I do not know if it's gonna be enough for the entire village, but I do know it's enough to start planning. So that's the next part of the process. And for the planning part, which I need to do in order to be able to know how to terraform. For the planning part, I'm gonna be using wool. Now, as we know, we have a wool farm, which will provide me with every color of wool I might possibly need. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with red wool. That will symbolize walls, the barrier around the village. It will not only prevent the villagers from escaping, but also protect the villagers from hostile mobs. Now, I want to leave a little bit of space here, because maybe further down the line I'll put a fence up here and sort of a road going through here. So I think I'll start somewhere around here. Now I'm just gonna put these out a little bit random, because I kind of want to get a feel for how I want the walls to go. So of course I want the walls to be straight somewhat, but not all the time, so a little bit of curvature to follow the nature a bit, but I also know that I have this very nice ravine over here, so an idea is to kind of lead it out like this to the edge of the ravine and then just follow the edge of the ravine. I think that will be really cool. Okay, here are a few trees that I forgot to take down, but no matter. That's easily remedied. There we go. Just pick this all up. Now, maybe from here we should start heading in towards center again a bit. Yeah, I think that'll be good that way. If we can take this down also. There we go. Yeah, that one too. Hello, cow. So there's a bit of a pond on the other side of this hill, so I'm thinking I'll kind of follow the edge of the hill here first a bit, so that I can encapsulate the pond also. I'm thinking that will be able to work quite nicely for fisherman's hut. So this is basically just a planning stage, but I will finish up the wall construction here, like that, and then I'll be back for the next stage. Okay, so looking at it now, I realize that this is way too small. I'm gonna need to make this a whole lot bigger, both that way and this way. But that ravine, I'm guessing I'll have to go around the ravine a bit and then away out over there, and also that way. Maybe I'll make it, I'm not sure how far away those cliffs are, but if they're not too far away, I might make the village reach all the way there, because obviously I need to incorporate carrot fields for the farmers, so they can start populate this area once there's once there's houses built up here. So yeah, I'll have to work a little bit on that, but I'll be back. Okay, so I did expand it quite a bit that way and a bit that way, not as much as I thought I might, but I think this will be enough. But I also changed my mind about removing this hill. I'm just gonna flatten the top a bit, because churches, as you know, are more often than not built on top of hills, to get close to God and to be seen from all over the village. So the church will be here, and it fits perfectly because I can build the church in an east-west direction here. Because as you know, the altar is supposed to be facing east, if I'm not mistaken. I think I learned that somewhere sometime. So to get some realism inside of it, I think we'll build it here in an east-western direction, meaning the entrance will probably be around here. But the first thing I need to do is obviously replace all of this red wool with some kind of wall. The next thing will be, of course, not the inner parts here, or maybe, we'll see. Anyway, the next thing will be to put out some farmland and also the farmer's hut. Because once I have that in place, I can go get 2 villagers from the village way over there and transfer them here and set them to work. They'll be very happy. I'll build nice houses for them all. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I plan to do. And I hope I'll be able to finish that in today's episode. This entire village will not be done in today's episode, but then again, that was never the plan. But yeah, starting. So, walls. Now, what should we do for walls? Let me look at a few designs and I'll get back to you. So I think I found a design that I like. Not sure how to do with the corners here. Maybe just go with solid stone walls that way where it turns. But on the straight paths, I think this will be nice. So it's 5 trapdoors, fence gates, and then walls, 2 walls when applicable, otherwise 3 perhaps, and then 3 fence posts high and 1 out, and then the little lantern underneath. I like that. I think that looks good. So I think that's the design I'm gonna try to work around this entire field here. So I'll get cracking on that and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I have now put the fence up all around and cleared up all the red wool. So what I intend to do is I intend to put the farms down here somewhere. I think 2 plots at 5 times 5. I think no 9 by 9. Yeah, 9 by 9. And I changed my mind about this. I'm gonna fill that in. But first, sleep. Okay, so let's see. I want 2 plots at 9 by 9. Then I intend to put 1 house with 2 beds in it in between. or adjacent to it in one way or another. I'm just thinking I might make this pond a bit bigger and have my fishing hut somewhere around here, which means that's not the optimal place for this. Maybe if we flatten some more land here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's flatten some land here and we'll see. So what do we have here? Okay, let's remove this. There. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, which means here, this is where we will be. That's kind of perfect with that one. I think if I add this row in here as well. There we go. And you know what? Might do this for the pond. There. I think that looks nice. There is something missing. There's still something missing. What is this? There we go. It is a bit buggy sometimes, but oh well. Okay, so where were we? Where were we? I should have brought some half slabs, some oak slabs. I think I will go get some oak slabs. Oops. So what I'm gonna need is I'm gonna need 5 slabs for each of the plots. So that's plenty. But then again, I'm gonna need 2 of those also. Look at that, that's perfect. That is perfect. I don't think I have any glowstone to put on top of the composters. So I'll deal with that later, but as it stands right now, let's do this. I'll show you the first part basically. And then I'll just repeat. So what I do is I'll dig 2 holes, then I'll put some water in there, put some water in there, put a half slab, so yeah, like that in all 4 corners, and then in the center I'll do the same, except I will not put the lantern on it, I will put the composter instead. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we have 2 plots, and I've left a little space in between because I'm thinking kind of come up to the house here, and then I'll have the house kind of in this area, because it's easier then for me to make sure that the villagers don't start running off anywhere there. I can just close this off with a fence to begin with, obviously, and also around this edge, of course, but that would just be temporary. I've also planted some carrots here. Yeah, that's one stack of carrots. That's just to get them started, because I know they will replant everything and they will also plant this automatically. But yeah, I'm gonna need glowstone to put on here, on these composters. So yeah, I guess I have to head to the nether. Okay guys, so I have built a little house for my first 2 villagers, which I haven't collected yet. Planted all the carrots. It's a very plain little house, but it has what it needs. And what's good is if I only put 2 beds in, then the 2 villagers will not breed until I'm ready for it. So that's good. So they can farm their carrots in the meantime and just be happy. So yeah, what I need to do now is I need to build up a track, either a rail or just for a boat, so that I can get 2 villagers from my village over there and bring them over here. Okay, so my villagers are here. Now comes an interesting question basically at play, because as I stole them from the other village and they were farmers there too, their inventory might be stocked with wheat seeds, and I don't want them to be planting wheat. So I need to make sure that they plant carrots before I can leave them unattended. So let's just remove that, and let's remove that, and now let's see if they can start working here. So I've been destroying some wheat seeds from this guy, but this guy still hasn't planted anything. So I don't know if he has wheat seeds or if it's just carrots. Okay guys, so I have just done the preliminary editing for this episode, and I realized I've run out of time. But in order for it to be some progress done here, I will make a separate short episode that might come out Wednesday perhaps, where I will do the melon and pumpkin farm. So be sure to check that out. So thanks for this time, and if you like the video, give it a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Cheers!